Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Down the Wire podcast. We got some news stories circulating across the globe today, coming at you like...
I got a little something going on here, man. I wasn't ready for this. I'm not ready for this, honestly. I'm not ready for this. This desk, it's intimidating. This whole switch up of everything. Like, is this not intimidating to you, man?
I think it's more profesh.
It is definitely more profesh.
You know, I like the pens. I got the clicking thing I can do here. I feel like a substitute teacher that doesn't know what they're supposed to be doing with the classroom. I got my notes.
Hit a couple of these
got my
guys.
Laptop.
Hit a couple of these guys.
I can't even do the pen twirl.
No? Just one of these
maybe
guys?
It'll come. New set. I feel like we're like, you know, doing actual news.
It is. It feels newsy for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
I just want to hit the table, though. You know what I mean? Like you said, don't move the table. So now I'm like treating...
You want Alex Jones it up?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. You can't tell me watching that guy, it doesn't seem a little bit fun to get like that.
It would be fun to be him for a day.
A week.
Just him.
Yeah, just honestly. Till the whole lawsuit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sucks. We actually are facing a lawsuit right now, so that makes us more official of a company, I feel like. I don't know if we can talk about that legally.
Coleman?
It's definitely a fake lawsuit.
What a
They
lawsuit.
just want to get us to give them money for like pictures that nobody has seen.
Yeah, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking ridiculous.
Well,
I don't know. You're not officially official until you get a lawsuit.
We're waiting. We're waiting for them to send the papers over. Put your money where your mouth is.
I might need a lawyer.
Yeah.
And my lawyer is going to be some ungraduated law student from Carleton University.
yeah.
Or Solomon Friedman. What if we just like
our
hit them
Pornhub
back
guy?
so
Yo, if
so
we got
hard.
Solomon to write them a letter
That'd be
It'd
hard.
be so
with
funny.
a Pornhub stamp at the bottom.
That'd be hard.
Mm. Sweet. So yeah, we're changing things up, clearly.
New set, new show,
Everything's new.
everything.
Same old guys, though. Same old fucking beauties. Same old down to the wire. Same old weird and wacky news.
Should we get into it, man? I'm gonna save you here.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
all
save you. I'm gonna
Okay,
save
cool.
you. Let's get out of this. Let's get out of here.
All right. Yeah, we got some news stories coming. We got so there's a Las Vegas strip club that's offering the Golden Knights free lap dances for life should they win the cup. That's coming up. And then in hour 2 of the show, we got I don't know how I feel like I should just how newsy are we gonna keep it?
Yeah, I feel like we're gonna have like a lawn trimming
we-
commercial in the middle of this. You know what I mean?
yeah, we need a fluff segment, like someone saving a dog or something to like break things up or something. You know, a grandma who just won like the lottery.
You need like a mesothelioma commercial. Make sure
Yeah.
that
The shingles ad.
it's
a nice Robaxacin ad.
Also, after that, we got the FDA is discontinuing poppers, a drug common in the gay community after it's been confused with 5-hour energy drinks. And then after that, we got Alexei Navalny.
It's a Russian guy.
He has some outlandish prison requests while he's been locked up since being locked up.
In prison. First headline, Coleman. Can we get that on the screen there, buddy? Las Vegas strip club offers Golden Knights free lap dances for life as a Stanley Cup incentive.
Larry Flint Hustler Club is the name of the joint, and they're just like if they win the cup, they're getting free lap dances for life. It's a platinum membership, VIP membership. This quote kills me. It says, "The success of the Vegas Golden Knights has played an integral role in boosting our community's morale."
I can see it.
Would you call that community morale?
I think so.
Yeah.
People are out there, after...
Is Las Vegas a community? Are we calling it? Is it? I've never been, so I don't know. Maybe it is.
I feel like it's more like a commune, Like people just kind of come and stay for as long as they need to and then leave, right?
It feels like an outdoor hostel.
Do you think like yeah, literally, that's a great way of putting it. Like a hostel with just a dry heat all the time.
Everyone's just trying to fuck.
Do drugs.
Yeah.
Literally a hostel. Do you think like, say who's a player on the Golden Knights?
Mark
right
Stone.
now? Mark Stone, right? Yeah. Mark Stone's like starts going there after they win the cup, you know what I mean? He gets a favorite lap dancer or a favorite stripper, if you will. Do you think like, 60 years later when he can still go there and get VIP, is he going to want new talent or is he going to want the seasoned vets that he's been having for the past couple years?
Come on. We know what he's gonna want at that point.
I'm just saying, dude. Just saying.
You ever see those old 80-year-old guys or like 70-year-old guys at the clubs? They're not looking for other 70-year-old women.
Yeah, it's true.
But that is a valid point. Like 40 years from now, like let's say they do win the cup.
Right.
They're up 2-1 or 2-0.
I'm not even sure.
They're up.
Okay.
Let's say they do win the cup. I feel like, yeah, like 40 years from now, it's just gonna be like Mark Stone and Jack Eichel just lifers at this strip joint.
Yeah.
It's gonna be 2047. And then they're just gonna have their championship rings on, just be like, "Hey, another one." And then just be like, "Sir, like, that was 40 years ago."
You know what this drink's called? The Eichel Bomb. Do you know why? I'm Jack Eichel.
And then like the server's just gonna go to the owner and be like, "These old guys are back. They just keep coming back." And then the new owner is gonna go to their table and just be like, "Guys, Larry Flint died like 20 years ago. Like, I don't know. You got to start paying."
I think there should be like
Don't you have grandkids?
I think there should be an ultimatum.
Yeah, she's up there right now.
No. I think there should be an ultimatum if they lose. You know what I mean?
Well, that's what I was thinking. Is like, what's Florida doing? Like Vegas is offering free lap dances. What's Florida gonna offer? You know how it's always like the mayors have a mayor bet.
Yeah.
There's no mayor of Florida, so I feel like there's just like the cities just gotta outdo each other. Like Vegas and Florida are the two biggest playgrounds in the like USA.
Yeah.
So.
Do you just get like yeah? Is there a black card that Floridians get who are at the top, like like Rick Ross, DJ Khaled, Pitbull?
Yeah,
and
free
then,
Pitbull concert tickets
for
life.
But like I'm saying, like these are the other guys who would have these cards that just allow you to get into all the backdoor like things going on in Florida. You know what I mean? You show that one card and you just get to go to any shooting range for free all the time. You know what I mean?
That's the thing, is like there's too much that Florida is known for that I don't like. Vegas strip club, like that's a given. It's either that or like no, they're not gonna give you free money at the casino. But Florida, it's like, what do you get? You know what I mean? Do you get free access at the gun range? There's also strip clubs you can use there. Do you get free crack, free meth, like
hepatitis? You know what I mean? Any of those things.
Season passes at Disney World.
I would take all of them except the hepatitis.
This could be problematic though. You know what I mean? Just I don't know. I think I'm trying to picture like hockey bros at a strip club with just all access to as many strippers as they want. Just fucking Curtsy and the boys, like Sweener and the boys, just ripping some nose beers, fucking getting litty at the rippers, having a couple of brouhahas. Like it's just gonna get dark. Just a room full of that for the next
foreseeable future
80 years.
Yeah, exactly. That's not good.
So I did some digging, and Larry Flint Hustler Club is a chain. There's 9 of them in the US.
Interesting.
So they got 9 locations. So I feel like they got to up the ante here and offer them free like lap dances at all these locations. So when the boys are on the road next year.
Yeah, no, that's
what I mean?
exactly. These are traveling men.
They got a San Francisco location, 2 in Louisiana. They got 1 in Illinois. They got a Nashville one. They got 1 in Washington, Philly, Ohio. And the Vegas one is one of the lowest rated ones.
How many stars?
It's like 3.9 out of 5. The Ohio one's the worst. It's 3.4 out of 5. But that's good for Ohio.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like I feel like that's an Ohio 4.3. You know what I mean?
It's an Ohio 8.
Yeah. Out of 5. No, I think that there should be no like ultimatum like that. The strip club is like, but if you lose, we get to use.
You give us lap dances.
Wow, that's a crazy one. I was gonna say they get to use the ice for an hour for their like strippers on ice show. You know what I mean?
4 people die at that event.
Oh yeah, crazy from cocaine overdose. Like in the crowd, like 4 people die for sure.
They can't hide it as easily in a strip club.
You pack 20,000 people into like wherever the Vegas Golden Knights plays to watch strippers on ice.
Ooh,
I'm just saying, it's packed house Game 7 style that night.
Yeah, just a lot of old men with binoculars.
Yeah, exactly, dude. That's right.
You got the opera glasses.
Yeah.
from the skybox. Yeah, that's brutal. Punishment, like they could I don't know. I was trying to think of things that like
if they don't win, they just have to pay for lap dances.
I guess
they're gonna have a sad after season party because they do that. Like when the team loses, they still party
True.
after because you line it all up. Like I'm a Niners fan, and when the Niners lost in the Super Bowl, they had everything set up. Like they had a Lil Wayne performance, a huge after party, just because you can't
You can't cancel Lil Wayne.
Yeah, so they still like sad drank after.
Like,
so
also-
they're just gonna have a sad night at the strip club that they're gonna have to pay for.
So honestly though, like if you book Lil Wayne, I'll listen to him happy or sad. You know what I mean? Just
Yeah.
change the set list up a little bit.
I think Lil Wayne in an interview said it was really weird.
Yeah, no doubt it would be,
Yeah.
bro.
Everyone's just kind of down.
Crying.
Yeah.
You're just seeing like people who are 6'7" and 300 pounds just bawling their eyes out to a milli. Yeah, that's
You know, it's fucking shitty. All right, moving on.
the smell your pits dance move. Stick to the finger guns, my guy. These are what were built for us. This is head nod and toe tapping and the finger guns. Don't get into this shit. Just because the chair swivels don't mean you should use it.
All right. Next headline we got Reeds.
The FDA says people are confusing poppers with energy shots and dying.
So, poppers, it's a chemical substance that's popular among people that have anal sex
Specifically gay people.
or bisexual men
True.
or just women that are trying to do it.
Yeah, I didn't.
You know what I mean?
Honestly, I didn't even think of that.
Yeah. Just anyone who's trying to do butt stuff.
Yeah.
So, what it does, it's a liquid and it's in like a 5-hour energy type,
Vile.
yeah, and you just open it up and you give it a little sniff like it's smelling salts. And what it does is it gives you a massive head rush to the point where it loosens up your beehole. That's the whole thing.
It's like that head rush from the first cigarette in the morning, where that just like, that literally makes you run to the bathroom. That's how much that loosens you up. So like that's like right before
I think it's
this.
like that, but if you had 8 in your mouth that you lit at once and just smoked them all in one puff, that's the equivalent.
Wow.
I don't know.
D's
I haven't tried
heady.
it. We tried to get them, but it's banned. It's hard to find in Canada. So the thing is, that's going on with this. The FDA is trying to ban them because people have been confusing them with 5-hour energy shots, and they've been buying them drinking this chemical, and they're saying that it's potentially fatal.
Yeah, because they're banned in Canada, but that means that they're sold in gas stations in the U.S.
Or Quebec.
Or Quebec, yeah.
So on the other side of it is you have people saying that this is just not right, and it's like stigmatizing the gay community because it's like, dude, like there's another workaround to this. So here it is. The FDA says a single mistake can prove fatal. Also, who was it that reached out to the FDA to confirm if it was fatal after this post?
So the CBC was like, do you have any actual evidence of this, or are you just fucking tweeting? And then they didn't answer them.
Yeah. But what's funny is that, on the contrary, 5-hour energy shots have caused 13 deaths in the past, decade?
In 2013, the FDA
in
said
1
that-
year.
Yeah, they said that they were investigating 13 deaths potentially linked to
33.
5-hour energy, not related to the poppers.
You know anyone addicted to 5-hour energies? Like, do you know?
I don't know anyone that's ever had one.
I've had one time.
How was it?
It does taste like sunscreen a little bit.
Yeah.
It's not great.
No, it's not supposed to.
Fucking wakes you up though.
I think they should collab.
Collab. Yeah, that's what I thought.
5-hour
There's gotta be a way that we
poppers.
can get these two things
Yeah.
together.
It's a 2-for-1. You buy one, you sniff the popper,
Yeah.
you get going, and then you chug the 5-hour energy. Sick night.
Yeah, it's just like a slow release Viagra mixed into there too.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you could be the middle part of the sandwich, bro.
Yeah.
Like just with ease for 5 hours.
Yeah.
I I like how they're bought, like the reason is they're like so unregulated in the States that you can get them virtually anywhere, it seems. But like, no one's getting confused when they take the gas station Viagra pills. You know what I mean? Like they're like, I don't know, is my heart beating out of my chest because of the 5-hour energy I took, or is it because of the Viagra pill?
Well, they're saying like, if you accidentally buy a popper instead of a 5-hour energy shot, the next red flag should be that when you open it to take a drink and it smells like nail polish remover, you probably shouldn't drink it. But most people probably just like, this 5-hour energy shit is also just chemicals.
Yeah,
so maybe this, you said it tastes like sunscreen.
Yeah.
So maybe they're just like, maybe this is what it's supposed to be.
That's hilarious. Yeah, you don't expect it to taste good, so
No.
you're just like, yeah, why not, right?
Yeah. I don't know. It's crazy because they describe it as a sphincter opening head rush. Is that what it was? Yeah, sphincter opening head rush. No vape is doing that.
Yeah, no. I've consumed nicotine for like past like 10 years. Never have I like taken some in, and my anus has been relaxed to the point of being okay with penetration.
Well, Nick makes me poop,
Yeah.
but like, that's about it.
Who's Nick? I also want to say at the top of the episode, you mentioned that the FDA was discontinuing poppers. They're just completely unregulated in the US. So this is just a warning that the FDA put out there based on, according to this story, not really any evidence of this problem actually occurring. In Canada, in 2013, they were banned. So
in the UK, it's still allowed though, right?
I'm not sure. They're kind of like they're banned, but it's sort of a soft ban.
UK knows.
So they're gonna have to take like all the fun branding off of it, like all the cool colors and stuff. Kind of like how they nerfed vapes. Remember that? Like how they had to take all the monkeys off the bottles that were like, yeah.
It looks like a knockoff 5 Hour Energy.
Oh yeah, it does. It does. It looks like something you could. It looks like an easy confusion.
Like the lightning bolt as their logo. Maybe shouldn't do that.
Yeah,
but it's also like FDA. My brother in Christ, you're the one who's regulating drugs. Like you're the Food and Drug Administration. If you don't want people packaging it like 5 Hour Energy, just
who decided to group those two things together?
I thought the same thing, man.
Food and drugs. Those feel like two different things.
It's like ATF, alcohol, tobacco, and firearms. Like I feel like we could have. I feel like we could have just.
Well, they all go hand in hand.
I guess so, but like
you don't shoot guns unless you're smoking or drinking.
But I feel like they should have like an ATFD and then just an FA. You know what I mean?
You're right.
Like the guy in the food regulation, like just cracking down on the food pyramid, and then they're just like, "Hey, so we have an issue with poppers right now." And like he's just been working all on restructuring the food pyramid.
I looked into it a bit, and so the head rush lasts 3 minutes from one whiff. And a bottle lasts you 1 to 3 months.
Dude.
Once it's been opened. And it costs $35 for a bottle.
That's a solid investment.
Why? Like, how much does your vape cost you?
Pretty close to that.
And it lasts you how long?
Like, with you guys around, like, fucking a week.
There you go. So, you just get a bottle of these. You get a 3-minute head rush.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it lasts you, like, super long.
But with you guys around.
You do have to, in Canada, you do have to get them online. So they're banned, but in the same sense that like weed was banned in like 2016.
Yeah, there's a workaround.
You know what I mean? It's not necessarily illegal to purchase them or possess them. It's just illegal to like sell them.
It's like snooze pouches. You know what I mean? You could probably get it on a reserve.
Yeah, no, exactly. I went to 2 sex stores. I went to one mainstream sex store right before we recorded this, and they were like, no, right off the bat. And then I went to a gay-specific sex store, which was right next to the Asian massage parlor down on Bank Street, and they had like a whole
wants
thing.
To know.
Yeah. They had it. Well, you can go. It was a one-stop shop, man. Yeah. But yeah, the guy there was like very informed. He was like, no, they were banned in 2013. There's a big news story about it right now, man. I was like, yeah, I know. That's what I'm trying to do this for.
He rips poppers.
I think this guy read the story before coming into work. Same as us.
Ripping poppers. You think gay people ever like sneak their boy a sneaky pop? You know what I mean?
Like how we sneak each other sneaky pops?
Yeah, exactly.
Because that's the thing is like, I thought like when I first read this story, I was like, poppers, like they're banning the way we know poppers is like the Southern Ontario slang for tobacco and weed in a bong.
Yeah.
And it gives you a massive head rush and you get a decent high after.
We had the Nova Scotia, they were called poppers because you used to do them through a tube, pencil-sized tube. And when you'd rip it through, it would go down
it makes
into
a pop sound.
Yeah. Fuck, man.
Dude, we used to have some crazy popper nights.
Dude, I was just thinking about that.
You packed me a fat popper one time, just ripped me apart.
Mm-hmm.
Just destroyed me.
Just tore you right open.
Dude, there was one that just numbed my bones.
You couldn't even walk afterwards.
There was one that just fucked me right in the ass.
I heard a fart fall out. Did you say there's one that fucked me in the ass? It was a butt banging popper, man. Like, holy, that's crazy. My bum is tender after that popper. That's crazy. It's a D's heady and a sick popper.
Put a little popper liquid on that little drip on your popper bowl. Rip that.
Don't do that. That sounds bad.
That's where the D in the FDA comes into play. And I was like, hey, don't mix poppers and poppers. As fun as that sounds, because it sounds like a blast. I can't lie. If I had known about these things in 2018, boys would be getting some sneaky pop squared. Popper squared?
Yeah, I like sliding people sneaky pops. A sneaky pop with these types of poppers though feels kind of like, because dude, it gives you a massive head rush and your beehole loosens up. I feel like you're just getting ragdolled like after that. Like you're just kind of like zoned out, like zombie. You ever get like too big of a head rush? I feel like it's that, but more.
Yeah, it's like that video of buddies like gardening on salvia. He rips the toke and he like for like 3 minutes. He's just out for a bit and then he comes back and he's like, it's a crazy video. If you haven't watched Gardening on Salvia, go watch Gardening on Salvia for all the dangers and how fun salvia looks. It's all there.
So Rodney Knight, he's an associate professor at Montreal University for public health. And he said if this was a drug that was being used among, for example, straight guys at a rate of 30% of straight guys across Canada, there would be a very different approach to how the drug would be treated.
So 30% of gays are you and pops?
I think that's the implication. Yeah.
Cool.
Should be 100.
Yeah, it seems kind of like writings on the wall.
I want to do it. And a popper. So he also said that he believes the restriction has done more harm than good, pushing poppers into the form of a illicit market, making it unclear what ingredients they may contain because manufacturers aren't incentivized to label their products with accurate health information. That's true. I feel like that's why everything should just be legalized, like cocaine.
Right. Go on.
And heroin.
Right.
Meth.
No, you're just
Crack.
naming drugs. You made the point of legalizing everything, so you're just saying everything, but reason me why.
Well, because if you allow illegal drug markets to take place, there's always going to be big money in that because people love getting fucked up. Mm-hmm. And once there's big money in that, they end up making more money than the governments, so they overpower the government. So if the governments take control the same way they did with weed,
right?
Now they sell the products, and now there's less illegal activity, and you can also know for sure what's being in there. There's no more Fenty and Coke anymore.
So let's take cocaine, for example.
And you could sell it like a small amount, so you can't just like, you know what I mean? It's
no,
like
I get it.
A little night out, buy a little 3.5er for some weed, couple weed joints, couple 1 gram filled cones, you know what I mean? Just go to the thing, get a couple, little cylinder things of
some vials, more vials like they had in the 60s, the medicinal stuff.
Yeah.
So and you can know, like, that's a good point though. Actually, you can know there's no opioids in that shit.
Yeah.
That's like the main point, I think. But like like let's take Coke for a second, right? It's like when they had.
That's what the desks are for.
You guys don't know what's behind that laptop over there. Let's take Coke for just 1 second. Just 1 second.
Just like the way it smells.
Yeah. So if we had cocaine dispensaries, right? They start nerfing Coke. Because when weed first came onto the scene, like we had weed dispensaries, it was all between like that 15 and 20% thing. They're like very mild. Edibles were pretty like brutal. So would they start making like, 70% cut, like 70% strength Coke? Like they wouldn't have like, you know what I mean? Now we're up to 30% THC weeds in these dispensaries. So would we start bumping up how strong this cocaine gets as we start moving?
Yeah, because think about it. If you're in Canada,
and I guess you gain the general public would gain a tolerance.
Blow, I feel like we should stop saying cocaine.
Why?
Just YouTube. I don't know.
Yeah, true.
So if you keep buying blow,
yeah,
we already said it though.
Yeah, the booger sugar.
Yeah, some nose beers with the fucking boys. If you keep buying the white sugar, and you're buying it in Canada, think about that. It has to go from Mexico to the U.S. to Canada.
Right.
So it's getting cut at multiple levels so that these drug dealers can turn a profit on it.
I understand how the
people
drug
in
trade
Canada
works.
that are like taking cocaine, it's like nowhere. It's barely Coke. There's like just a little bit of Coke in there. It's mostly like laxatives and other shit to make you feel that high. So I feel like if the government would actually sell it, it would actually be a bit stronger. Even though it would only be like 20% Coke, it would still be stronger than what we're doing today. Not me, but like what
allegedly, the general population.
I just watched a lot of documentaries. That's why I know that.
Well, it is. That's a good point though, because it's like how before weed was legal, like BC weed was like insane. It was
BC
the best
Bud,
shit,
bro. I remember my first time having BC Bud, man. Holy shit, those guys fucked with me way too hard, bro.
So if BC was allowed to grow their own like coca plants and then process that and stuff like that, I feel like your Coke would just be actually Coke.
Yeah,
true. Like in the
first time I had BC Bud is how I feel now every time I smoke weed, which is super anxious and paranoid and thinking about the world and my mom and just stuff like that. Yeah.
That's why you stopped smoking weed, eh?
Yeah.
Where was the first time you smoked BC Bud?
It was grade 11. We were at a park, and these guys had a communal bong that they would hide in the bushes because it was still illegal. You know what I mean? You couldn't just smoke in the
It was
open.
way
and shit.
cooler then, too.
So we were smoking some BC Bud, and they made me take the bong with me because they didn't want to get caught with it. 'Cause it was always like who's going to take the bong with them and ditch it? And they're like, you take it. And I was like, sure. And I didn't have a backpack or nothing. So I'm just carrying this bong on the streets, fucking high as shit. And then eventually one guy was a good enough guy. He was like, okay, man, listen, you got to ditch that. Like, this is funny, but like, you need to like seriously ditch that. I think that was just because he was with me, but yeah.
Weren't you also like on parole at this point? Or is that a different time?
Next headline we got.
We don't talk about the incident, Coleman.
Yeah. Different summer. Anyways, last thing I want to say about this, these poppers.
Does anyone
feel
know
like-
where to get some poppers?
Popperscanada.com, according to Buddy at the sex store.
No, I looked it up. It was the first link.
Yeah.
It was like, it wasn't hard to find.
Great SEO. Great SEO.
Poppers Canada, baby.
I feel like they was saying in the article too, like it's not addictive, or maybe it was a different article I was looking at, but it said it's not addictive, but it can build a habit of like always wanting to do it when you go to have anal sex.
Right.
Because just like, why not? I feel like it's the best way of doing it. You know what I mean? It's like, I can't jerk off unless I have a thumb in my butt. You know, it's just stuff like that. It was a joke. Went over. All right.
Don't hide your truths with, oh, that went over your
Like
head.
I could do it wwithout a thumb in my butt, but like,
Yeah.
I'm not addicted to thumbs in my butt.
Right.
It's just a habit.
Yeah. Sometimes, like,
Okay, this is just my point being.
my
Fucking
point is
hot
I
in here,
don't
man. Fucking hot in
My
here.
point is I don't like thumbs in my butt, okay? And does anyone know where to get some poppers?
Please,
and my
God, tell
roommates-
me how to get.
Me and my roommates need them, man. We need them.
Would your brain start associating
Anal sex.
head rushes to just nutting? Like if someone who's a popper guy and
Yeah.
just has poppers all the time, if you're out front of like City at night or a nightclub downtown and you're just like, hey man, you want a cigarette? And they're like, oh no, I can't. If I have a cigarette, I'm gonna splooge everywhere. Just instantaneously.
I don't think we get that. You might get a craving. This is why I think we should.
Or you just get a hard on the
Yeah,
second
you're,
you
you're like
inhale a cigarette.
you're like about to walk into work and fucking Jeff from accounting smoking a cigarette, and you're just like, man,
I gotta go.
I gotta go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go have to rip
It's like
a
a
fucking
30-minute bathroom.
Exactly. I'm gonna go to the all accessible one, you know, the one with the solo stall.
I feel like we should honestly try them, though. I feel like we should get
I
do a
wanted to
follow
try
up
them
on this.
on the pod.
Yeah, I'm disappointed because I thought it would be like one of those things where it's like, hey man, do you have any poppers? And they're like, well, we shouldn't.
Yeah.
But maybe that's just like I gave off a vibe. They were like, you're a cop for sure. So I don't know.
You don't have you're a cop energy.
Like,
you have you're a popper guy energy for
You
sure.
think so?
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate that, man. Thank you.
Yeah. No, I think it's fine.
So these sex stores are very honest.
I feel like also their
very
main
trustworthy.
I feel like the main buyers and the main consumers for poppers are just gay men and drug mules.
Oh.
You know, like how for Kleenex, their main customers are 13-year-old boys and women that just went through a breakup.
Mm-hmm.
Gay men and drug mules.
Interesting. That's pretty. Yeah. Yeah, that works.
Yeah.
That works.
I think this is a good time. You know, 5-hour energy, get the fuck out of here. Red Bull is the way you should be energizing yourselves. Shout out to our guys at Red Bull. Oh, boom. So much energy in that can just flew out. See that shit? Pass me a Red Bull, bro. Thanks, dude.
I
Red Bull.
would wait a second for that.
Yeah. Red Bull's good shit. Oh, no.
I said wait a sec. I literally said wait a second. He spits it
So
all
much
over.
energy in that can. Ugh. Can run a mile.
You held that directly over the carpet.
Over his laptop too. Like he opened it over his laptop. It started splooging.
Maybe we
Literally.
shouldn't throw Red Bulls anymore. Nah. At least like minimum rotation. It should be like a knuckleball toss.
Mm.
This is just new jacket and everything too, man. And we're back. Next headline we got reads.
Alexei Navalny has sarcastic prison requests for pet kangaroo, moonshine, and balalaika. Balalaika denied. Haha. Try to fuck me with that word, Coleman. It's just the headline. Coleman had nothing to do with that. Do you know what a balalaika is, though?
No.
Google it. It is the most ancient-looking guitar musical instrument I have ever seen. It's about the size of this table, honestly.
That should be allowed. What happened to prison tunes? You can't do those anymore?
Yeah, what? You're just going to, like...
Since Johnny Cash died.
How much harmonica can you really take, you know?
Fuck, I hate that instrument, too.
You hate the harmonica?
I mean, it was good for, like, its time. I mean, that one I don't really understand, but some of these other requests, they're just hilarious. He's just trolling.
Yeah,
it's funny, like, hearing that, like, Russians control. I didn't think they had that sense of humor, you know?
What?
I just didn't think Russians control.
I feel like it's a lot more angry, you know? It's like German people. They don't really troll each other. They just yell.
So one of his other requests was he wanted a megaphone for his neighboring prisoner or in a nearby cell so he could yell even louder.
Mm-hmm.
He wanted a massage chair. And he wanted an award of the highest rank in karate for an inmate who killed a man with his bare hands.
Yeah. I would not...
That's a quick turnaround time on humor for that. I feel like if I saw someone kill a man with their bare hands, it would take me at least 3 weeks to make jokes about it.
3 weeks, eh?
Yeah, at least.
Should we explain who this guy is, by the way? Alexei Navalny?
Yeah. So he's the opposition to Vladimir Putin. Democratic man.
Mm-hmm.
He got jailed for just having an opposing view.
Sticking it to the fucking man.
Yeah, basically.
He's also been poisoned with a nerve agent and allegedly poisoned once again.
Yeah, like how does this, like, shout out to this guy for maintaining a sense of humor.
I can't believe that, you know, there's some jobs where, like, I feel like if you get poisoned, you're doing it right. You know what I mean? Like, leader of the opposition to whatever political party's
Only
in power.
important people get poisoned.
Exactly, but you're doing your job well if you're getting poisoned, I think.
But his sentence right now is 8 years, but they're trying to make it 30 years because they're trying to claim that he fucking just some bullshit.
Terrorism charges.
Terrorism,
is with the 30. But yeah, it's pretty transparently politically motivated.
Yeah. So, okay, there's this Twitter thread that he is tweeting from. This is all his tweets. I guess he's allowed a phone.
Yeah, this doesn't make sense to me.
Like, why is he not allowed an ancient guitar, but he's allowed a phone? I feel like you can do more damage with a phone.
Yeah, he's verified on Twitter. He's tweeting in English.
You know he didn't pay for that check mark.
No. Wait, how? You have to, don't you?
No, you don't.
Oh.
Not anymore.
Oh, my bad.
Right?
He did not pay for it. Confirmed.
We got him, boys. We got him.
Oh man, get fact.
I do think it's possible that he just has like an assistant. He's got a staff, right? He's a pretty prominent politician. He's got a lot of support in the West. So I'm sure that there's just like some intern in a bunker somewhere.
He also requested for nunchucks and a bow staff, which was denied.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the letter it said, in response to your request to give the psycho in the cell across from the hall from yours a megaphone so that he can yell even louder, we inform you that the megaphone cannot be issued to a convict. Bro.
I think I like the one where he like asked for like, it's essentially him asking for like the
kimono and black belt you requested cannot be issued. For the guy that
I love how he's like requesting like a therapy like pet essentially in this kangaroo, and they're like, sorry, no double crested marsupials allowed,
because he found a loophole that you like. Apparently, like people in prison, they're loud pets.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But he requested a kanga.
It's crazy because the only slang I've ever heard you use for kangaroos ever was just ruse. You always were a ruse guy, and you switched it up. Yeah, this guy's just trolling to the end, man. If I was a leader though, I would totally lock up my oppositions without without question. Why not, man?
Lock up the ops.
Yeah, dude. Like until I die at least. Like I would just be like, yo, go plant drugs in this guy's home. Send him away.
Save this for John's campaign in 20 years.
Yeah, facts. I'll do my announcement right now, man.
So he wrote, when you are sitting in punishment isolation cell and have little entertainment,
this is actually
you can have fun with correspondence with the administration.
You actually killed that, dude. You killed that.
It's not racist if you do it right.
Yeah.
Okay, Andrew Santino.
Like, imagine if you had the power to lock up whoever you wanted to. You could just do it. Why wouldn't you?
Yeah. So being a police officer?
Yeah. I wouldn't be like, no, but like I want to be able to keep them there. You know what I mean? I can just mess up someone's day as a police officer. I can mess someone's life up if I send them to prison. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What's wrong with you, man?
Yeah, what the fuck?
Well, I'm just saying.
We're learning a lot in this.
Theoretically, if I was the leader.
Dude, behind this whole hippie facade, fun-loving John, like to smoke tokes before the podcast, got the long hair, got my pearls, and I like to wear funky clothing. There's a demon behind there, isn't there?
Oh, everyone's
fascist.
Yeah.
Everyone's got one.
It's all a front, isn't it? You don't even like smoking weed. You don't even burn, do you? It's just oregano.
It's just,
I fucking knew it.
it's movie weed.
Yeah.
It's movie weed. No, I'm just biding my time, man. I'm emperor of the world.
I like this when he asked them if he could.
We're just gonna brush over this.
Yeah.
We're just gonna
ignore
ignore the fact that we have the next fucking Unabomber in studio right now.
That's
what are you gonna?
that's not what Unabomber didn't want to be emperor of the world, man.
That's true.
Yeah.
It was a simple man.
In other news of like authoritarian leaders, isn't Kim Jong-un like 300 pounds now? I just read that, and he just keeps smoking and drinking and leading an unhealthy lifestyle.
I heard that South Korea used AI to try and figure out Kim Jong-un's weight. I didn't hear that it was 300 pounds.
I heard it was 300 pounds. But it's slimming. Sorry.
I liked back to the fucking news. Yeah. I liked the one of his requests was we cannot. The response was we cannot tell you the names of the service dogs. He wanted to know the names of the dogs that were like guarding the prison, and then they explained to him verbally that if he learned the names of the dogs, he could befriend them and then use them to escape. Yeah. Which I want that version of the Shawshank Redemption. That sounds hilarious.
Yeah, I think if I were in prison,
Bud,
my request, Air Bud prison. Like if I were in prison, I think one of my first requests would be just like Shawshank Redemption, Prison Break on DVD, just every breaking out of prison TV show or movie, so I could just use it as game film.
I think they'd see right through that, man. I think they would see right through that.
Or maybe,
can I get
if you want to do something, you hide in plain sight.
Yeah.
Right? It's almost too obvious. Like, hey, this guy obviously isn't sneaking out. He's bought like 15 sneaking out movie VHSs. Like, can't be thinking about it that seriously. Like, what does he really think? We're that stupid? I don't know. Just saying.
So crazy, it might just work.
Right? Right? It's one of those. Also, I guess I would just wait until I knew like what team I'm picking when I'm in prison. You know what I mean?
Like skinheads or
the
like Mexicans.
Whoever gets to me first and whoever's going to offer me the most protection.
Yeah.
Then I just kind of request for whatever, you know what I mean?
I bet you skinheads are like offering you a full ride scholarship, buddy. I feel like, yeah. The Mexicans would be like,
that's just like,
and then they would be like, oh, Racco, that's definitely Italian. No, we'll pass on that one.
I mean,
and I'm sorry, but I don't know if you will be able to get in with the black people.
Skinheads is definitely the easiest, but it's like getting into like Carleton University. It's just like, you know what I mean? Like I want to like get it into like, if I can get in with like the Mexicans, that'd be like getting into Yale. You know, it's a little tougher.
Right.
And it's a little bit more, I feel like I'd feel better about myself.
You have to take the like SATs of prison.
Yeah, like just because it's easy doesn't mean it's going to be good. Like if they're willing to take on anybody, I don't want to be a part of a group that's willing to take on anybody in prison.
Yeah,
like,
literally anyone with white skin can be a skinhead. So what makes being a skinhead really that like great? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Ku Klux Klan isn't that cool. You know, if you think about that, they just let anyone in it. That's not an elite club.
And their stupid fucking dorky names. Grand Ogre of Alabama. Shut up, dude.
Grand Wizard.
Grand Wizard goes hard. I'm not gonna lie. They did kind of ruin
that.
But
if you've ever looked at the other rankings of the KKK, it's stupid. They're like gremlins.
Yeah,
no clue. I've never looked into the other rankings.
I've looked at the hierarchy. It's very mythological. It's a little for something so based in religion. It's very very fantastical.
Is it based in religion?
It was. I think they started with religion.
They burned crosses.
Oh yeah, true.
For sure. I don't know that they were like taking the teachings.
But they also
of the Bible.
burned swastikas too, and they stand pretty like with Hitler, don't they?
Yeah, but I don't
think
think
that-
they were like, Jesus said, love thy neighbor as yourself. Let's implement that as our doctrine. They were probably just like, that's pretty scary. If the cross is on fire, let's take some of that. Little column A, little column
Yeah, I
Hitler.
don't think I'm rocking with the Ku Klux Klan.
Yeah.
We should post this on Instagram and have the caption be like, y'all rocking with the KKK,
Yeah.
fire trash emoji, like comment below.
Super overrated clan, honestly.
Nah, I'm definitely not picking them. I feel like if I'm in prison, I'm just trying to find all the mob guys.
Oh yeah.
And then I'm just gonna, like I'm Italian, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like I'll do whatever you need, and when my time comes, like I'll just join you guys after. Like I'm not gonna get a job after this anyways.
Yeah.
What do you think that you would request, like, legitimately? Because you said DVDs. I feel like that's a legitimate request. But if there's like something that you would do that just to like piss off the prison admin people who have to read this shit, like do what Navalny's doing, like what is the most absurd item that you would ask for?
Just like a 15-foot long build.
Some poppers.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Poppers, man.
Yeah.
Can't beat them,
Just
join them. You know what I mean?
Comedically long dildo. Like
Yeah.
they have to laugh.
One of them 3-footers that they have in the stores.
Is it a dildo or is it an art piece? Like that level of
that
big,
size.
You know what I mean? Like
That is good. That's hilarious.
or like 30 bushels of Twinkies.
A bushel of
You know?
Well, okay, but let's imagine that you're trying to like troll, but for like an international audience to like win hearts and minds, because dild is funny.
Dildos are international.
the boys are gonna hear about you requesting a 3-foot dild, and they'll be like, Jacob, he's done it again.
Yeah, like they know I'm not
Rocco."
using it.
Yeah, exactly. If I like, what position am I in? Am I like a Democratic leader looking to get a?
Well, let's imagine what would get you poisoned and then put in jail. Like, what do you think that would
Well,
be
I'm
like?
in jail because I got poisoned.
So I'm a journalist.
Right. Okay.
Okay, I'm a journalist that was poisoned, and now I'm in jail.
Yeah.
And
And then you're like, I need something
Easy.
to tweet.
Just a pen and paper.
I think you
man.
can just have that, man. This guy's tweeting, bro. I think you got to dream a little bigger. You're like, fuck, I haven't posted in a while. I got to do a thread of these.
Just the oldest technology.
Yeah.
You like VHS players?
Yeah, just like
Can I get a Betamax, please?
like the first Kindle, and just like stuff like that. Like an OG Game Boy and an N64,
Kangaroo's pretty up there, I think.
Kangaroo's good.
Maybe like a snake.
Maybe like a
An
panda
animal
bear.
theme.
Get everyone to clap.
That's koalas, buddy.
It's koalas.
Koalas have the clap.
Same shit.
I don't know why that's killing me, but that's hilarious. Same fucking bear, man. So they're all bears.
It's the same shit. It's a rip-off on Webkins. It's literally the same fucking toy. They just switch there, like where the spots are. It's the same thing.
Still at 80 each. That's crazy. Dude, I used to go to a store and they had their Webkins like out on shelves, and I'd steal the cards and just take them home and fucking enter the
Oh,
card.
you're a fucking dick. You know
That's
what? Because
crazy.
one time me and my boy, we went and got some Webkins and we went to load it up, put in the code, and it said it was already used.
Yep.
So you're that fucking asshole.
Did it about 4 times. I'm coming clean.
Damn, you're a dick.
Yeah, because there's like, whatever. We won't talk about my Webkin thieving back in the day.
I had such a sick Webkins, like that was the OG like VR, like living in like for kids. That's like how we got introduced to living in a like an online world.
Right.
And I had such a sick crib. Like my place was dope. It was awesome. I had a lot of friends on there. I had amazing drip. Like I was living, my life was better on the Webkins world than it was in the real world. But my favorite player on the Niners growing up was Frank Gore. So I
Right.
made my username Gore21,
Mm-hmm.
and it all got taken down because my name had like they considered it profanity because like blood and gore. So I lost everything, man, and I was just left
Fucked
with
up.
real life.
Were you guys ever Club Penguin guys?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Grinding on people in the fucking cafe.
You guys ever say the N-word on Club Penguin?
Jesus. All right, thanks for listening, guys. You can catch us at
It's
our
a hard
comedy
no
show.
comment. I'm just saying. I never did it. I'm just saying. I'll come right out and say it. I never
June
said the N-word on it.
16th.
It was instant too. Like if you said something fucked on Club Penguin, like boom, gone.
Off. Yeah. I learned what the C word was in 5th grade. Gone. I've never lasted more than 3 minutes on Club Penguin.
That's so funny. All right.
Yeah,
Thanks for tuning in.
Club Penguin's mods were working hard
Yeah,
all the time, dude.
They're just like FBI agents that got like laid off because they were drinking on the job. Or
Yeah,
something.
exactly.
They're still good at what they do.
They're the FBI agents on unpaid leave.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
You're on club. It's like the traffic cop like duty of the FBI, man. You fuck up and you fuck up and let your gun go off in the office. Like, well, you got to mod Club Penguin for the next 2 weeks, there, Jerry.
I ain't even mad.
You're interrogating someone. You just make them lose a tooth or something. Like Club Penguin duty for you, bud. That's hilarious.
All right. Let's end it there. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Hope you like the new layout. Hope you like the new system. Hope you enjoyed today's show. Oh, fuck. We should have mentioned this off the top. Remember to give us 5 stars, man. Drop 5 stars. Spotify, Apple. Hit that like button on YouTube. Subscribe, follow. Whatever it is you got to do to keep seeing us. Do it.
Giggle Den, June 16th.
I was
Comes
just
to
gonna say
Ottawa.
that, Coleman. Oh,
That's right.
no, you say it. You were doing
Well,
good.
you took
You
too
like to
long,
giggle? Huh? How about a whole pack of giggles? Come to the Giggle Den, June 16th. We got a whole comedy night. We got 8 comics. I'm doing it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be up there. Oh, yeah.
Yep. BPM Studios here in Ottawa. Be there, be square. BYOB. BYO
weed.
dub. Yeah, we're gonna give you some dub.
Yeah. We're going to lace your weed with some papas.
Yeah.
We're not
Spot.
going to do that.
If you're looking for a fun night of laughs and loose bees, come to the BYOB
Yeah.
down to the TTTW event at BPM Studios. There's so many letters.
Buttholes not included.
Yep.
All right.
Should they butthole not included?
Yeah. BYOB.
BYOB.